Hi, VencoreWeather.com meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Thursday, March 8th. Well, we've now had two major coastal storms in the past 5 or 6 days, and there's a threat of another big storm in the Sunday night, Monday time frame. Some questions about that, and we'll focus in on that particular storm threat over the next several minutes. First, a little bit of a recap on yesterday's storm. It was a big snow producer from around the Philadelphia area, north and east across New York City, up into New England. The D.C. area, for the most part, escaped this particular storm system. It intensified rapidly off to the north and east of D.C. Their only snow was in the really the Tuesday night time frame, where they had a couple of snow bands come through, maybe a coating or so. But from the suburbs of Philadelphia to the suburbs of New York, many areas got up to a foot of snow. In fact, up across northern New Jersey, Morris County, for example, 2 feet of snow fell. Even the big cities got in on the action. Philly Airport had 6 inches reported, but up in the higher elevations of Roxborough, Manioc in Philadelphia, there were 7 or 8 inches reported. Central Park came in with a few inches, but many more inches than that just to the north and west of the immediate New York City metro area. Down along the southern New Jersey coastline, there were flooding rains for a good part of the storm, but they too got in on some of the snowfall accumulations towards the end of that particular storm. So now on tap will be another storm threat Sunday night and Monday. One of the factors with this particular storm from yesterday was quite a variation in terms of snowfall accumulation. Not atypical for March storms. They're largely elevation dependent, and you could have a wide range across a small region. For example, right here in southeastern Pennsylvania, Montgomery County had as little as 4 or 5 inches in some areas, as much as 13, 14 inches in other areas. Same held true in the other surrounding counties of Philadelphia. Bucks County, 5 inches on the low side, 16 inches on the high side. That is not too unusual for a March storm. But again, the jackpot goes to upstate New Jersey, Morris County, for example. There were reports of 26 inches of snow from this particular system. Also, thunder snow was indeed a factor in many parts of New Jersey, New York City, for example. Didn't see any reports on the Pennsylvania side of the Delaware River, but certainly across New Jersey and into New York City, there were reports of thunder snow. Well, let's now look ahead to the threat for Sunday night and Monday. First of all, we've talked about this for many days here. We have strong high latitude blocking across northern Canada, and here it is. This is the 6-hour forecast from the ensemble run of the GFS overnight, the 6Z run, showing very high heights compared to normal up across northern Canada. Can't emphasize this enough. The high latitude blocking this time of the year is critical for the northeastern part of the country. It really does 2 things. It adds to the possibility of a stormy pattern, and it also allows for the penetration of cold air masses from Canada into the northeastern part of the country, the central U.S. as well. In terms of temperatures, we have a cold pattern certainly for the next 5 to 10 days or so. In fact, there are some signs that, on average, will stay below normal here in the Mid-Atlantic region right through much of the remainder of the month of March. And that includes, during the time period, the next potential coastal storms, Sunday night and Monday. Well, let's walk through the surface forecast maps from last night's 6Z GFS model run. This model is actually farther north with the Sunday night and Monday system compared to the European model. The European model currently shunts it to the south and east of the D.C., Philadelphia, New York City metro region. The GFS, we'll see in a moment, skirts the D.C. area, but generally keeps it south and east of Philadelphia and New York City. I don't buy that right now, and I'll go over the reasons why in a moment. First of all, let's walk through here. We have a little bit of an upper level disturbance that could cause some snow shower activity overnight tonight into the day on Friday, maybe even a coating in some spots in D.C. area, Philadelphia, New York City over the next 24 to 36 hours or so. Not a big deal, and temperatures will remain below normal. Then we're moving into here in 6-hour increments to the weekend. And here we are now into Sunday morning. Notice strong low pressure in the headed into the southeastern part of the country, and I talked about this the other day. This particular system is worrisome not only will it be a strong storm, but it'll have a lot of Gulf of Mexico moisture. We haven't had that in many storms this winter, but this will be loaded with moisture, and running into colder than normal air poses a potential problem up in the northeastern part of the country. Let's keep moving forward here. And right now it has some snow breaking out across Virginia late in the day on Sunday, even into right into the DC metro region. But then it tends to push it off to the south and east, just skirting the I-95 corridor area from DC to Philadelphia to New York City, and then pretty much off the coast here by the time we get into late in the day on Monday. The European model is actually even a little bit farther to the south and the east than the GFS model, but I think there are signs that point to the possibility that this will ride up the coast, certainly more so than what the computer forecast models are hinting at right now. Well, I want to take a look at the 500 millibar height anomaly forecast from last night's 6Z GFS ensemble run, and this is why I am certainly fearful that this storm could indeed take a left turn from the southeast U.S. coastline and come right up the coast in terms of what is going on here at the upper levels of 500 millibar height anomalies. First of all, this is a forecast for Monday morning. Still, high latitude blocking extending from southern Greenland down into northeastern Canada. A key factor this time of the year, stormy time of the year. We have upper level low starting to show up here across the southeast U.S. Again, this is Monday morning. Now notice what happens with this upper level pattern here. It just basically hangs around the east coast. You get a negatively tilted trough showing up here. Again, extending the trough axis, extending from the northwest to the southeast. Here we are all the way into early Tuesday morning. So with that kind of a pattern in the upper part of the atmosphere, I think that allows for the possibility that surface low pressure will indeed take a left turn and ride up the east coast. We'll, of course, focus in on this threat over the next couple of days, but nothing major over the next 24 to 36 hours. There is an upper level disturbance that could cause some snow shower activity. The next coastal storm threat in this overall stormy March pattern comes Sunday night and Monday. Right now, most of the computer forecast models keep that to our south and east, at least here in the DC, Philadelphia, New York City corridor, but I think there are signs that point certainly to the possibility of that taking a left turn up the eastern seaboard. Again, Sunday night and Monday. Stay tuned to VencoreWeather.com. That's it for now. I'm meteorologist Paul Dorian.